All right, guys, welcome back to the MrCentralDriver channel. This is part number 2 on the Heybike Villain. All we're gonna do today is we're gonna check out the headlight. Now, we don't have a brake light, so that's why I'm showing you guys the back of this thing. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put back here just so I can be safe on the road real quick. Oh my God, real quick before we go out there. This ain't looking good, man. This is not looking good. Now, this is where I have all my lights, a bunch of shred lights, and I was gonna get the one that's red. Can't find them. These are headlights, so I don't think I have one. Oh, I found one. Let's steal this off the EM5. Here we go. Just what I was looking for. These things are badass. So what I'm thinking about doing is just sticking it on just like that, and hopefully people will see me. So there's how she looks on. She's pointed a little bit more down than I would like, but that's just how it's gonna have to be for now. Now, something I thought you guys would like to see to wait for part number 3 when it comes out. This right here is to plug in the dongle, which looks like this. You can get these things on Amazon all day long, and this will plug directly in here. Then you get the FarDriver app on your phone, and boom, start tuning all the stuff on here. But you guys have to wait until part number 3. We're definitely just gonna check out the lights in today, and I'm not gonna try to bore you too much. This is one more thing I wanna show you that I just noticed. After just 11 miles of riding, check out how tore up these tires are. Now, I wasn't trying to be easy with the bike, but I'm not that aggressive a rider, and these things are just wearing down like crazy. All right, but anyways, let me get the seat on. Let's head out.
Hello.
All right, guys, so we're out here. I can't see a damn thing, so let's get this thing turned on with the light so we at least have some light here. All right, perfect. So we're gonna leave off 11.36 miles. Top speed in the first video was 42 miles an hour if you missed that. And now that you know that, let's head out. This bike always starts in 0 mode. I wish it remembered the last setting I was on. So far, that's looking great, but I think it's a little too high. There we go, bring that down. Now the faceplate is somewhat in the way. Oh my God, we still got the sticker on here. Let's take that bad boy off. The faceplate is kind of blocking it from going down a little bit farther, so you'd have to make sure that faceplate is all the way down, as low as it will go. But I think it should be doable. It looks pretty good right now. Let's just see how it is while we ride down the street. Oh yeah, that's adjusted pretty good. I'm happy with that. Take a little shortcut. I like this little way right here. Normally there's a cat somewhere. In the first video, we played with a cat. Hopefully we can find another one somewhere. All right, shortcut down here. Whee! Oh. I definitely don't have that initial power I had from part number 1 being down about half battery. We left off at, you know what, I can even see. I think it was 50.5 volts. It's nice that this thing has voltage on here. Yeah, so 49.9 volts, that sounds about right. Right where we left off. I'll tell you right now, we're not gonna be out here super long. It is cold as crap. All you guys want to know is how the headlight is. And honestly, it's performing really well. I can see great. I don't know how you guys can see. I mean, we do have a lot of lights, so we should go somewhere where there's not many lights, but it's lighting up everything for me. So check this out. If I turn it off, that's how it looks, and I turn it on. It is still probably a little too high. I'm trying to move it down. All right. Oh, that looks really good. All right. That's as far as I can push it down without feeling like I'm gonna break the bracket. Oh yeah, beautiful headlight, beautiful. It's so wide, it's perfect. Just the right amount of lumens coming out of it. It's not super like hotspot bright in one little middle section, and then it's not bright around it. It really scatters out very well. That is super nice. Like, check it out, look at this. That is awesome, and then that's with it off. That's with it on. Let's see how it looks if you were to ride on a sidewalk, even though you technically don't want to ride on a sidewalk. Look at this thing. This thing goes right in front of me, and it goes way high up on this wall. Oh, it's so nice. I think I want one of these lights for my other bikes. I am more than enough happy with this light output. All right, let's try not to get ran over by this truck. We're gonna come in here real quick. Is Elvis working? That's the security guy. I don't know if he's here or not. He's probably working out, getting his workout in. And my favorite thing about this thing is, whew, the brakes are so nice. Maybe that's how I ruined the tire in the first video. Just, man, whee! Oh, this thing is so fun. Being like 125 pounds, this thing is just You can whip it everywhere you want. It's so nice. You know, now it's crazy to think that normally on these videos I show you the brake light, the turn signals, the headlight, and all we really have on this bike is a headlight. I wanted to take it out here a little bit before it gets too wet. For one, I wanted to see how the dirt comes off this front fender. You could probably maybe see that in front of you. Not the biggest fender on this bike. That was something I was a little disappointed about, but it's still a fender at the end of the day, so I'm not too mad about it. But it's not blocking everything though, I'll tell you that. But check it out, there are no lights out here. If you're gonna ride on some trails at night, look how beautiful this thing is. Fan-frickin-tastic light, I love it. Woo! Bridge test with the handlebars. The handlebars aren't that big, so it fit through there pretty good, but this is beyond great. I love it. This is like something I'd aftermarket put on like my Suron or Talari or something like that. This is a great headlight. Whoa, we're sliding. Now these tires do grip up, but because it's so cold right now, we normally get like fog and mist and stuff, so I feel like it's a little bit wet out here. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to air these tires down if we want to do any like crazy stuff. These things are aired up at 38 PSI, and the max they go up to cold is 40. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna ride off-road, maybe drop them down to like 28 or something like that. You can even go probably a little lower, but I don't think I'd go lower than 15 PSI, because then it just really feels bad when you have to go on the street and go in the dirt, and it will really kill your range significantly. Dude, everything is hitting me in the face. I feel it. Earlier when I came out, I have a tinted visor, and I had it closed the whole entire time. Now I have it open because I can't see. It's 70% tint on the visor on my helmet, so I have to have it up right now. It's cold as shit. I might get sick. But what's happening is all the dirt is hitting me in the face. This front fender is not doing a whole lot. Look at this, I can see everything. I can see everything. I can see how bad this thing is right here. Oh my God, it is so bad. Oh my God, obstacle course. Whoa. We almost went down. Everything is wet out here. Holy crap, we almost went down. All right, real quick range update. We did 14.27 miles. We're down to 48.6 volts. That was a little scary. People walking their dog looking at me like, what is this idiot doing? I'm having fun, that's what I'm doing. Rocking and rolling on my electric bike, speeding through the neighborhood. And if I had a young body, I'd be popping wheelies all day long. If I went down, it probably wouldn't hurt as much. If I go down now, I'm probably breaking something. But check this out, with the battery flashing right now and us going down to 43.9 volts, I'm still getting decent speed out of it. 37 miles an hour, that's not too bad. You tell me, am I tripping, or is that a good speed to have when you're pretty much only like at your last like probably 4 or 5 miles of the range? And keep in mind, guys, I know what you guys are probably thinking, like, oh man, 20 miles of range isn't good. But I ride balls to the wall, full throttle everywhere at 165 pounds. If you're a kid riding this thing at say like 140 or so, or 150, that's already gonna give you probably an extra mile of range. And on top of it, if you just ride slower at like 20 or 30, or you ride fast here and there, but you don't go fast all the time, you will definitely get way more range. I don't think you're gonna get the claim 50 that they say. I really don't think that's doable, even when riding at probably like 8 miles an hour. I really feel like you can probably push about 30 miles of range out of this thing if you ride kind of medium, and maybe 40 miles if you ride very, very, very slow, under 10 miles an hour at all times. Take it with a grain of salt though. It just depends on the terrain. I try to give you the guys' best range numbers. You guys always ask that question. It's asked probably like 10 times in the comments, and that's the best representation of what range you're gonna get on this bike. If you're at the limit of this bike, which you can go up to 265 pounds, so say if you're 250 pounds, I think full throttle, how I'm riding, you're probably gonna get maybe 17 miles of range. Maybe 18, but I don't know. If you think about it, right now, I'm probably pushing about, I'd say 16 miles of range, and it's getting slower and slower. My goal here is to go all the way up the street and show you guys how this looks in a pitch black area with no lights on a main road, and then get 20 miles if I can out of this bike, and then we're headed home. Oh, dang. I really felt it cut power now. Look at this. We're going down to 32 miles an hour. And that is when we're sitting about 43.2 volts. All right, here we go, guys. No lights other than this car on the other side. I'll wait for them to go. Cool, they're gone. Check out this light. Look before this car comes because you're not gonna be able to see it when they turn. This is lighting up the whole road. This is awesome. Badass, man. More bikes need to put this headlight on. And check this out, if I turn the light off, you can't see a damn thing except the traffic passing through. I'm in incognito right now. Oh man, all right, let's see where my range is at. All right, yeah, sitting at almost 17 miles. So I'm gonna ride a little bit and then I'll update you guys when I get closer to 20 miles. Oh no, we're dipping down under 30 miles an hour at 42.9 volts. All right guys, I'm not getting much speed out of it anymore. I think I'm just gonna call it and head home. I definitely don't wanna push this thing back home. The battery bars are flashing. We are at 44.4 volts though when I'm sitting, but when I'm on it, man, it's like 41 volts now. Yeah, this thing is barely putt-putting around, so I'm just gonna make it home and I'll give you the range numbers on how far I went to the voltage that we're left with. To me, riding this right now at this speed is definitely unsafe. I guess just note, once this battery goes under 44 volts, once it hits like 39.9 volts, definitely know that you are gonna start losing power like by the minutes if you're still on the throttle, full throttle. Dang, I made a good decision trying to get back home right now. This is it, guys. That's all I got. This is full throttle. Hopefully you guys believe me. Look, I'm gonna let off. Pull it again. Look, that's full throttle. 10 miles an hour. Yeah, she's done. She's done. Oh no. Come on, bike. Come on, bike. Oh, barely pulling up my driveway. All right, let's hit it full throttle. Oh, it moved a little bit. All right, let's turn this light off. There was no point in showing you guys this. If you guys want to buy one, it's an SL-R1. It's from Headlight, and I like them because you can get the bike mount, or I guess handlebar mount, and you can put them wherever you want. They're really made for skateboards, but they work really good for bikes. But anyways, let's show you guys this. If you can see that, it's flashing. Hopefully you guys were able to see that earlier. This display, if you guys were curious to know, is a G518 display. It's showing 43.4 volts. I should have went to the wattage. We should have saw what type of wattage we had coming out of this thing. Today we did 6.8 miles. Added to our other miles that we did on our trip, 18.14 miles. So those numbers that I gave you on this bike, you might want to lower them by maybe 2 miles for everything I said, because I guaranteed I thought I was gonna get 20 miles out of this bike, but I didn't. Now I did go through the dirt a little bit. I did go up hills, and this is from part 1 and part 2, so take it with a grain of salt. It's a badass bike, but I don't think you're gonna get more than 20 miles. In the last mile or two, you're gonna be going super slow, and you're gonna risk having to pull this thing or push it or have someone pick you up. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. No one does night videos like me, so I really hope you guys do appreciate videos like this, and I really do like this bike. It just stands out so much. It is a badass looking bike. I can't wait until they have plastics that are like blue or red or whatever. I would love to see this with a different look. And that just got me thinking, I know you can change out these, and then we talked about this if it's gonna be like a sticker or something like that, but what are we gonna do about the seat? Do we get a seat as well? Because I don't know if I want a yellow seat with like blue plastics, but I guess we'll wait to see when those come out. Don't forget, guys, part number 3 is gonna be coming up in probably a week, so make sure you pay attention. We're gonna be tuning this thing, so I'm gonna get it charged right now.